Do these things all day long. All right, let's try another. One third times x minus 7 plus 3 halves is equal to 1/7 times x minus 2 plus 3. Yeah, that's got 3 fractions in it. I quit. Enjoy your candy.
You want me?
No, forget it. That's
Well,
okay.
I have,
No, that's all right.
got some go bites. Do you want
No,
those?
no, thank you.
What are go bites?
Something she stole from her kids. They're sitting in their class snack time with nothing to eat.
They're graham crackers with chocolate on them. They have 5 grams of protein.
Enjoy.
I brought them for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure. Okay, what's the common denominator? Oh, I don't know. No, 7
No,
won't.
it was 7.
No, 7 won't go into 6. Yeah, he quit. Because I haven't shown y'all how to find the common denominator. I haven't shown y'all that. Two, 3, and 7. Just to recap, Unit 1, 2, 3, 7 is our denominators. 2, well, that's 1, 3, 7. 3, 1, 1, 7. 7, 1, 1, 1. So what's 6 times 7? 42, Hubert. Thank you, class. So what's the common denominator? 42 over 1. So I'm going to multiply the whole thing by 42 over 1. Baby step. 42 over 1. 42 over 1. 42 over 1. 42 over 1. 1/3 x minus 7. 3 halves. 1/7 x minus 2 plus 3 over 1. All right, now you do the next couple of steps.
That takes that forward, blows it up. You blow it up even more, or?
Yeah, but you can get much in there. You don't have to go all the way down.
That's me.
I'm not gonna be lying, but they wasn't in there earlier.
No, either. So what's 42 divided by 3? 14. 42 divided by 2 is what? 20 what? 1? And 21 times 3 is 63. You don't need a calculator for that. 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 1 is 3. 42 divided by 7 is, and 42 times 3 is 126. No, you don't need a calculator for that either. Okay, now you can finish it. What's 14 times x? 14x. What's 14 times 7? 98? Plus 63 is equal to 6x minus what? Plus 126. Okay, we just distributed. Now what? Negative 100 plus 63 is what? 37? So what would negative 98 plus 63 be? 30 what? 35. 14x minus 35 is equal to 6x. You owe $12. You have 126. I can't do this because this doesn't happen to me very much. What? Thank you. Usually it's the other way around. I have $12 and I owe 126. That's usually the way my bank account works. All right. So which one's the smallest bucket? That gives us 8, I'm sorry, what? I thought it was 8. 8x minus 35 is equal to 114. 35 goes across the river. 8x is equal to 149. And divide that by 8. X is equal to 149 over 8. Now you can't tell me that that's real difficult. Now, yes, it has quite a bit of steps. But as far as being undoable mathematically, is there anything that I did on the board, these last 2 boards, that's not addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? Nothing. I mean, go back. I multiplied through by 42. And then I distributed. I multiplied by 14. I multiplied by 6. And then I combined like terms. Now, the problem students have with this one is, what word best describes when you look at that problem? Besides quit. Overwhelmed? Difficult, looks confusing. The only 2, there's only 3 that you need to focus on. Right now, the 3 terms that you need to focus on are where? Sorry. 2/3. Where else? 6/7 and 1/2. Now somebody said 1/4, and you just reach on in that concrete block and you get that ring. Go ahead, do it. Try it. Somebody's going to say, well, what about the 1/4 and 2/3? You worry about that after you clear the first 3. Whatever the common denominator is of these 3. Okay, multiply through by 42. And Marlboro Red. Things are keys.
Hubert, after I distribute, I got more fractions. We clear them. I don't know how. Meditate. I'll be there in a minute. Freeze for me, Val. Go to the bottom right hand corner.
Oh, I
Thank
see.
I told y'all, no coughing, please.
Sorry.
You'll be sick some other time. Brown,
Here.
Carey,
Here.
Dawson, Charles, Edwards,
Here.
Elliott,
Here.
Grubbs is here, Lee Croy, no Lee Croy, no Lee Croy. Littman,
Here.
Pardue is here, Queen is here, Rochester not here. Roebuck, not here. Satterfield, not here. Shaw,
Here.
Smith, both my Smiths, no, one of my Smiths is here. Ace is here, correct?
Yep.
Vernon,
Yeah.
Whitfield, Joe Whitfield, no Whitfield. Wright,
Here.
She said your room's actually next close. She just told me.
what? She said it's actually,
That's
I
what
really did not say that.
she said it via text. Sorry.
She didn't.
I'll bring Zaxby's for everybody except for one person.
I'll bring Zaxby's for everybody too. except for
No,
everybody.
I asked somebody to give me something to eat. They, too late now. I'll remember that. Now, let's go pull up some. I wonder if they have that on YouTube. I'm gonna show you something.
Have you been to Fuji's?
What?
Have you been to Fuji's?
I go to, yeah, I've been to Fuji's, but I go to, Nagoya's where I go.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Anybody ever seen the movie Face Off?
Yeah.
John Travolta plays a great villain. Oh, I love John Travolta when he plays a villain. But anyway, he's in there, and toward the end of the movie, they're in the chapel. The boss dies, and they're in the chapel. And John Travolta's acting like Jesus on the cross, going like that. You ever seen it? Well, he comes in and he goes, I'm alive, and he's chanting. You ever seen that? That's funny. That's where I get the meditation. I just couldn't find it. It's not on here. They have a scene from the chapel, but and he plays a good part where Nicolas Cage is in the prison, and Nicolas Cage has just found out that everybody's dead that knows he's in prison. You ever seen that part? John Travolta walks in and goes, "Ooh, wee, you good looking." That's funny. John Travolta plays a good villain. I don't think anybody can play as good a villain as John Travolta.
I can't.
Who?
See?
Okay, whatever. Yeah,
Denzel play a good villain.
who?
Denzel plays it.
Denzel.
I don't like Denzel as a villain. I don't like him as a villain. I like him when he plays good guy. But he's not. I don't think. Yeah, he could play a good villain.
Go touch it.
Yeah, freeze. Thank you. But I don't think. I don't know. John Travolta's just so cynical when he plays a villain. I mean, I liked Denzel in the last movie he played, The Equalizer. I like that one. All right, we're going to multiply through by, what'd you say, 42? So 42 over 1. And I am going to skip a step here. Instead of writing it all again, I'm just going to put the 42 over 1 right here. I'm going to put the 42 over 1 right here. 42 over 1 right here. And 42 over 1 right here. Now, 3 will go into 42 how many times? How many? 14 times 2 is? Seven will go into 42 how many times? 6 times 6? That's really hard. 2 will go into 42. 21, Hubert. Thank you, class. 2/3 x minus 2. And 42 times 4 is 168. Did I tell anybody to get a calculator out? You don't need one. You should not have to use a calculator for that. Okay, now we got some real hard math here. Okay, real hard. 28 times x is... Okay, y'all ready for this? 28 times 1/4. 70. Minus 36 is equal to... How many times will that 3 go into that 21?
7.
And 7 times 2 is... And 21 times negative 2 is... Plus 168. Now you've went from a problem with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fractions in it to what? No fractions. In just 2 steps. Now, is there any reason that you should not be able to do this? No. Now, let me go ahead and tell you this. Some of you have played piano before, right? Or taken piano lessons. And the piano teacher gives you Beethoven's Fifth. And you're supposed to play it in a recital in December. Okay? Are you going to be able to play it the first time you try it? No. Are you going to be able to do this problem the first time you try it? Some of you may not be. But when you do these problems, the more you do, the better you're going to get. Just like the more you practice the piano, the better you're going to get. Versus if you don't practice, you're going to suck at the recital. And everybody's going to make fun of you. You're going to get a very low self-esteem and you're going to grow up, be a failure, and live in a ditch. So, Direct stole that from me. I hope y'all know that. They stole it just like Freddy versus Jason. I had that idea a long time ago. 28x minus what? 7 and 36. I also got another idea. Jason and Michael Myers versus the Predator. That would be a good one. I think Michael Myers killed the Predator. I don't know, Jason still be running around with his hand cut off and stuff. Michael Myers don't get his hand cut off. Michael Myers is scary. Some of y'all are going, who are you talking about?
That's scary.
All right. What?
You're not scared of me.
Michael Myers is not scared of you. Yeah, right. I know your type. You'd be the type running off the front porch going, ah!
-7 minus 36. What'd you say? Thank you. Is equal to 14x minus 42 plus 168, 146? 126, sorry. Which one's the smallest bucket? So the 14 is going to come across because we focus on the x because that's it. So minus 14. That gives you 14x minus 43 is equal to 126. 43, dang old Richard Piggy, comes over plus 43. Dang old Bush Brothers didn't make the Daytona 500. Oh, one's a jerk and the other one's an even bigger jerk. 14x is equal to 126 plus, what is that, 169?
Yeah.
And divide by 14. So your answer is 169 over 14. Now, do you expect 200 problems on homework with this? Yeah, because I'm going to throw another homework problem in, another homework section in there, and it's going to have some more difficult problems. Yes, this is 6 point what, y'all? 3 or 6.2? Which one is it? I think it's 6.2 because I went over 6.1 first and we didn't spend a lot of time on it. So this is 6.2. So you're going to see another homework pop up that says 6.2, 500 problems or something like that. Beethoven's Fifth. I think I'll call it Beethoven's Fifth. All right, y'all get out of here. Glad y'all got to see me today. No, I'm not. I'm off the clock.